Alright folks, here we are today. We're going to talk about a number of safety features underneath the hood of a 2010 Camry. But these same safety features can be discussed and gone over with any vehicle you have on the lot that we're selling a Toyota customer. Alright. So, Mr. Jones, I know earlier you said safety was important to you. I want to point out a number of key safety features that Toyota engineers into every single vehicle. Let's start here on the crumple zones. What a crumple zone is, and you can visually see them on the bottom side of the hood at these dimples. And then on the fender, if you take your finger and rub it down the side of the fender, you're going to feel a dimple every 3 to 4 inches. Toyota crumple zones are pre-stressed areas of the hood and of the fender. In the unfortunate event of a front-end collision, these crumple zones are designed to collapse much like an accordion. And the benefit there is we take that energy and disperse it into the vehicle, which in return keeps it out of the passenger compartment where you and your family is going to be situated. And let me give you an example of how that could work. I'm going to hold my arm straight out. And what I want you to do is go ahead and push on my arm. Okay, you can see there that nothing's given. I feel a lot of pressure in my shoulder. Well, let's take that same concept and let's put a crumple zone into the situation. I'm going to bend my elbow just a little bit. That's going to be my crumple zone. Now with the front end collision, you're going to see that crumple zone is going to give and take that energy and disperse it. Again, preventing that energy or reducing the amount of energy that gets passed along to the people inside the vehicle. I'm sure you could see how that would be an important safety feature in the unfortunate event of a front end collision, couldn't you? Okay, great. Number 2, one thing I want to show you that's unique to every Toyota car and car-based SUV, including the RAV4 and the Highlander. That's what Toyota calls a tailored blank. A tailored blank, if we look down here on the vehicle, we can see a seam down there. What a Toyota tailored blank is, we take 3 business cards. 1, 2, and 3. Toyota does at the very front of the vehicle, they take a thick piece of metal. Okay, onto that thick piece of metal they laser weld a second piece of metal, which would be in the middle, and that is a thicker piece of metal. Then as we travel back towards the bulkhead or firewall of the vehicle, they laser weld on the third and final piece of metal, which is the thickest. Now the benefit to you in the event of a front end collision in your Toyota Camry is that tailored blank is going to proportionally take that energy and collapse the tailored blank, much like with our business cards here. This tailored blank is going to work in conjunction with the crumple zone that I've already described on the hood and in the fender. Again, the name of the game, folks, is keeping that energy out of the passenger compartment. Let's keep it contained and reduced in the vehicle. I'm sure you can see the benefit of that safety feature, couldn't you, Mr. Jones? I knew you'd say yes. Alright, let's follow along to the other side of the vehicle here, and I want to show you another unique safety feature that your Toyota Camry comes standardly equipped with, and we call this a hood hook. If you don't mind, I'm going to ask you here to take your finger and pull on this hood hook, and what you're going to feel is how sturdy and solid this hood hook is. It's made out of high strength steel. Well, you can see the hood hook, when the hood is closed, engages with a anchor point that's anchored onto the base of the vehicle. What this is going to do for you and your family in the event of a front-end collision, that hood hook acts as an anchor point, which prevents the hood from doing 2 things. 1, from sliding through the windshield into the passenger compartment. And number 2, what it does, it allows the hood to fold up much like an A-shape or a TP. Not only is that safe in the event of a collision from reducing or eliminating the chance of the hood going into the passenger compartment, but it also protects any type of oncoming debris that may be flying from the vehicle that you've collided with. And again, I know you said safety is important to you. I'm sure you can see the benefit of that safety feature, couldn't you, Mr. Jones? Great. Last thing I want to point out to you on the front of your 2010 Toyota Camry is a safety feature that not only is going to provide a higher level of safety, but also it could save you money. That's what Toyota calls a 5-mile-per-hour bumper. Now, a 5-mile-per-hour bumper allows you to, let's say you're pulling into your parking space at a shopping mall, at the grocery store, or maybe even in your garage. and you tap a shopping cart, another vehicle, or any other object, as long as you're under 5 miles per hour, that bumper is going to prevent any structural damage from occurring to your vehicle. Now, the federal requirement is that all manufacturers install a 2 mile per hour bumper on their vehicles. Toyota goes above and beyond. We more than double the federal requirement. Again, Toyota puts a 5 mile per hour bumper onto the front of the vehicle. So not only are we going to provide a safe vehicle for you and your family, but we're also going to reduce any type of repair costs that you may experience from that light collision. I'm sure not only you could see how that would be an important safety feature, but also it's going to allow you to keep some money in old Hit National, right, Mr. Jones? Great, I knew you'd say yes. All right, that's all I have on safety at the front of the vehicle. Stay tuned. Next up is performance.